welcome back to my tarot corner. So I feel that I need to apologize for last night. I was very, very tired. I'm not sure if I didn't lose my train of thought. Anyway, I do know that when I was trying to upload the videos, I actually fell asleep on the computer. So it took me a long time to upload the videos, and I really apologize for that. I need to make sure that I don't. That it doesn't take me so long to upload the videos. And actually what happened was that yesterday was a very hectic day. I had the clinic in the morning, and it was a very hectic morning because I didn't have a secretary, so I had to do all of the secretarial work as well. And then so I came back late, and then I had to take my daughter to her volunteer work, and then to go to my own physical therapy. So I tried to do the readings in between, and it didn't work so well, so I apologize. Anyway, so yesterday was Harry's day, today is Meghan's day, and this reading is going to be around Meghan's feelings around the Netflix documentary. Now, even before that the documentary aired, she already started trying to distance herself from it. In the all famous Variety magazine interview, she said that the documentary is not exactly the way that they would like to present themselves and their story, that it's not their lens, but it's other people's lens. And and now she says, or at least it's publicized, or there was an article that said that Meghan is not satisfied with the Netflix documentary because, or commentary as I like to call it, but I saw so many people inventing so many funny names for it, like the mockumentary and other ways to call it, but I like to call it the commentary. So now she is not satisfied because she thinks that it didn't show that they as a couple have a lot of substance. But on the other hand, she asked Liz Garbus to send the commentary to every contest possible, to the Oscars, to the Golden Globe, to the Emmys, to every possible contest there is, in order for them to get some kind of recognition. So I'm going to do a reading, and for those who are my subscribers for a long time, you know that I like using this kind of readings, spreads that are called What the F, and it is what the F is going wrong, what the F happened here. So it's a variety of spreads that begin with the WTF word, and it is looking into something that a person has done that hasn't succeeded, and if there is anything that they can do to salvage that. So it is about, and it is a variety of spreads, and this is actually a new one that I just discovered a few weeks ago, and this is a good opportunity to use it in the channel. So this is about what the F is wrong. And this is the MOONSON tarot, because I think that for Meghan, what happened after the Netflix documentary, it feels like a monsoon because she did not expect so many bad reviews, so much backlash. And I think that she did expect to get some kind of response from the royal family, and the fact that she did not is really making her feel crazy. So really makes her angry, and she would love to have a response from the royal family. And I think that the fact that she doesn't get it, it's really a brilliant move by the royal family by not responding. And even today I saw this video, I think was by Celt Views, about Tom Bradby's interview of Harry for his book. And she spoke there about the possibility of interviewing William and Catherine. Now, naturally, William is not a friend of Tom Bradby any longer after what happened in the South African tour with Harry and Meghan. So I don't think that William will ever accept an invitation from Tom Bradby to sit with him. But she asked there if it is a good idea for William and Catherine to sit for an interview. And I said that I don't think so, because if they sit down for an interview, they will have to address each and every claim by Meghan. And then it will only fuel the narcissist, and she will come up with new claims. It will start a ping pong of she's coming up with claims and they are answering back, and then she comes up with new claims and they are answering back. It will be, for her, this will be a feast. So I don't think that this is a good idea. I think that this is not the never complain, never explain policy. As Keltz described that, it is a new policy of bring us the proof, show us the evidence. If you don't have the evidence, we're not going to respond in any way. And this is a very good way of addressing this, in my opinion. Okay, so before I start, this is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such, may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. Okay, so let's start by clearing the deck. Okay, so what is going on with Meghan and the Netflix documentary? Why is she trying to distance herself from the documentary? Why is she claiming that the documentary is not exactly what she wanted, or the way she wanted it to depict herself and Harry? And on the other hand, she wants this documentary be sent to the Oscars, the Golden Globe, and the Emmys, and each and every other and any other contest there is, in order to win a prize. So what is this double standard? Why is Meghan trying to distance herself from the documentary on one hand, but on the other hand, she wants to win a prize for it? So what the F is going on with Meghan and the Netflix documentary? Okay, so let's cut the deck. And the first card is the issue at hand. And we got the Five of Earth. The Five of Earth, this is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles, that's the card of destruction and failure known in advance. So the issue here is that after the documentary was aired, she finds herself in a place of self-destruction. She realizes that this documentary did not do anything for their reputation, did not help in any way to elevate their esteem. On the other way around, it only exposed them as liars. It exposed them as two people that are obsessed with many things, with the paparazzi that are not there, with Princess Diana, with the royal family, with all sorts of grievances that are not true. It exposes them as people that are acting out of self-defense, which is, and out of feeling threatened from threats that are not existent. And this is very important. They are showing us in this documentary as if they are being hounded by paparazzis, and this is a false narrative that is not existent. And every person that watched that documentary could see that. So they were trying to show us as if they are being threatened and they need to protect themselves, they need to protect their children, and they need to be so self-defensive, and they end up in the Five of Pentacles energy, which is destruction and failure that comes out of acting in self-defense, because when you don't need to act out of self-defense, when you act out of feeling threatened because of a threat that exists in your mind, but it's not a real threat. In the Four of Pentacles, usually, and I show it in many other readings. I brought another deck to show you that in the Rider-Waite tarot, the person that is in the Four of Pentacles, he's standing on two pentacles. And this is a false feeling of being threatened. But he actually stands on two pentacles, which means that he actually has a good basis. So this is a false threat. This is not a real threat. This is not reality. And when you are acting out of false threat, you are not dealing with your problems in a right way, and you end up in this destruction and failure that is known in advance, that is a result of your own actions. So this is a very difficult place and that Meghan finds herself in. This is a very that self-destructive place. This is a place of, she feels betrayed. She feels that everyone betrayed her, the producers, the directors, the people that actually did the last minute cutting of the documentary. Everyone betrayed her. She feels betrayed and she's outbursting, and she has tendency to lose her tempers, and this is really a fear of poverty, fear of failure. This is a card of financial problems. This is a card of a person that has difficulties of getting out of this cycle of problems of loneliness, and she cannot even forgive herself and forgive past mistakes. So she is in a desperate situation, and this is the issue at hand. So the next card is, how does she actually feel about being in this energy? And the card that I'm getting here is the King of Earth. Now, the King of Earth, that is the King of Pentacles. Now, this is the Father card, as I say many times, and because it comes after the Five of Pentacles, it is in the negative. Now, once again, I keep saying that they want to be financially independent, which is the King of Pentacles energy. He is a financially independent person. This is who they want to become, but it is in the negative, and it shows that Meghan is her feeling is that she needs to prove herself, and this is why she's sending this like commentary to all sorts of contest. I'm sorry, I just have a problem in pronouncing this, but this is why she's sending it to the Oscars, to the Golden Globe, because if this like commentary does win a prize, then she could come out and say, you see, I told you so. This was a great documentary. You see, we won a prize. So everything that you were saying about this documentary, all of your slurs, all of your criticism, that was not true. She needs to prove herself. This is why she's coming out with asking this documentary to be sent to all of those contests. She has this need to prove herself. This is what the King of Pentacles means when it is in the negative. It is also a card of perfectionism, of over-materialism, of a person that is restless. And once again, she expects success to come without doing any effort. She wants to become financially independent. She wants to be that King of Pentacles, but she thinks that it can happen without doing anything. But the most important thing here then is the need to prove herself. And she wants to prove that this documentary is a good TV show, and the way to do that is to send it to some kind of a prize, and to get a prize, and then she can go to the ceremony dressed in some kind of an amazing, very expensive designer dress. Not by Vivienne Westwood, which I heard today that she died, and I was feeling very, very sad about that. But, or maybe a vintage Vivienne Westwood dress, but once again, dressed in a very expensive dress, and with all sorts of expensive jewelry, not by accessories, of course, and not by any kind of other jewelry manufacturer that sells his jewelry in under $1,000 for a piece, especially not $100. And once again, this is about her need to prove herself, because she knows she is right now in this energy of destruction and failure. So, how is she reacting to this? How is she expressing her feelings about this? And what we're getting here is the Ace of Water. Once again, this card is badly aspected because of the cards that came beforehand, and because of the issue at hand. So this card is showing us the Ace of Water is the ace of that shows us a lot of feelings. This is about flow and renewal in the material world. This is a very emotional card. So she's trying to show us that she's very emotional about that she has a lot of feelings about that. And this is I saw DEWTAROT has came out with a lot of videos lately, and he said that She's trying to confront the claim that she's a narcissist by saying that she took A.G. Tudor's test for empath, and she's an empath. So she believes that she has all of those emotions. This is how she thinks that she thinks that she's feeling. She has those very emotional reaction, that she's very she has those very deep feelings. But once again, this is a card of fears. When it is badly aspected, it shows that she doesn't have real faith in what she has. Should win in this. That this documentary will win anything. She doesn't really have the faith, and this card shows that she's letting emotions control her. This is a card of instability. This is a card of someone who really believes that everything will be okay, but it's not. And this is a card of someone who trusts the wrong people. So once again, this is a card of someone who is really trying to show how emotional she is and how much she feels about the fact that she thinks that she was portrayed in a wrong way in that documentary, and how she thinks that she believes that she needs to be portrayed in a better way. So she thinks that this documentary did not show how much substance she has. Now it's interesting to see, but in this instance, in this card, okay, so we have the water sign here, and we have a crab, something that looks like a crab. Now I see here this kind of face that is like being inside this turbulence. Now, I remind you that this is the MOONSON tarot, which speaks about this storm of monsoon, a lot of water in it, a lot of, this is about a very stormy kind of deck. And here I see this woman cooped up in this very, let's say, it looks like a cave maybe, or this, I don't know how to really describe this, but it looks to me like this woman is hiding away. And this is the intuition speaking. So this is like how I believe Meghan would have liked to be. She would like to shy away and to hide from the world, and that nobody will see her, and that she could just, hide until everything is past, until everyone will forget about that documentary, because she knows that it will not win anything. But she really wish that she could just hide away and let everything pass. Okay, next card is how it affects the people or the environment, the people that are around her. And the card that I'm getting here is the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot card is a card that speaks about going and chasing the dream. And when we're talking about the effect that it has on the people around her, we're looking at the way that her chase of her dreams, how it affects other people. Now, when a person is chasing his dream, no matter what, this person will drive over whoever it is. This is a person that will do whatever it takes. It doesn't matter what price he needs to pay or she needs to pay. It doesn't matter what price the environment needs to pay. And this is why the Chariot is a card that is very easily turning into a shadow card, because this is a card of someone who is very decisively acting towards realizing her dream. And because of that, she is very easily getting into quarrels and difficulties, into war. So in looking at how this is affecting the environment around her, it tells me that around her, people are just shying away because she's like this bulldozer that is shouting at everyone. She's just quarreling at everyone. She's angry. This is a card of someone who has tendency to wrongly organize his time, his life. Someone who doesn't have has this clutter in his life, as you can see here. You see this clutter? This is how this person is. This is a person who has clutter, who's not organized. So this is a person with very poor time management, and his life is in a clutter. And in relationships, this is an animals card. So this is a card of a very, let's say, destructive love or destructive relationships. So this person has, or Meghan has, tendency to fall for, or to have a relationship with the wrong people all the time. Once, over and over again, she has relationships with the wrong people for her. So this is a card of a person that will go into quarrels, go into war, disagreements. This is a destructive person, and this is how it affects everyone around her. So when things are not going towards fulfilling her dreams, when things are not going her way, the way that she wants things to go, then she is really she will lash out at everyone around her. She will just shout and scream at everyone around her because she is not taking prisoners. This is a person who is not giving up for any price. She will never give up. Okay, so that is card number 4. It goes this way. And card number 5 is who can help her, or what does she need to remember? Okay, so these are two options of this card. One is what does she remember? What does she need to remember? And the other option is who can help her. So let's see by the card what answer can we give her this card, and we get Temperance. So Temperance is a card that tells Meghan that she needs to believe. Okay? Temperance is a card that says all you need is to believe. So there isn't anyone that really can help her, not according to this card. This card is a card of believing in yourself, believing that you can get your dreams come true, you can make yourself you can become what you want, but in order to do that, you really need to be decisive. You need to stop lashing out at people. Stop acting out of fear of failure, out of feeling fear of loss, out of feeling threatened. This is a card that tells her that she needs to believe that things can happen in the way that she wants them to happen, but in order for that to really happen, she needs the temperance. She needs things to be in a very temperate way. She needs that equilibrium. If you remember how the temperance card looks, it's like this angel that is moving water from one cup to another. So he's like trying to make the water equal between the two cups. And here we see this cat angel that is baptizing the cats, and he's taking care of the cats. So this is a card of someone who's taking care of the small ones, who is really taking control over his life, who is not negligent, who is not, who is taking, who is not, who is taking balance, who is taking care to be balanced, and not letting others act in her name. So this is a card of someone who is not dependent on others, and not trying to blame others for her mistakes. So this is what she needs to remember. She needs to remember to take control over her life, to take control over her own mistakes, and not to lash on others when her mistakes are proving to be mistakes, but to take ownership on her own mistakes and to learn from those mistakes. But in order to do that, she needs to believe that she can do that. This is a card that it's very tricky to actually do that. It's not easy to do that. And once again, we have here this is an air sign, actually, I think. I'm not sure. Or it's an upside down water sign. Okay. Next card is, what does she need to let go of? So what does Meghan need to let go of? And what we're getting here is the Ace of Air. So this is not the air sign, because this is the air sign. Okay, so the Ace of Air, that is the Ace of Swords. And this is a great card, actually, but this is what she needs to let go of. So what does it mean? The Ace of Air, when it is right, when it is positive, it is about realizing your thoughts and your ideas and your plans. When it is in the negative, it shows that she is having too complicated plans. She is cunning. She is strategizing, and her ideas fail. She's immature. She is not letting others a chance to succeed. She's afraid to try. This is a card of someone who is not acting logical. When the Ace of Air, when it is positive, speaks about acting in a logic way. Air is air energy. It's all about logic. It's all about thinking logically. And air energy, it's about having a good strategy when it is positive. When it is in the negative, it is about strategizing in a bad way. It is about being cunning, being stubborn. This is about failing ideas. This is about not being able to exercise her logic. And this is what she needs to let go of. She needs to let go of all of these strategies that she has, these overcomplicated strategies that she's trying to implement in order to hurt the royal family, to hurt her own people. All of those cunning ways that she's trying to make people believe that she is really so hurt, and all of those things that she has been trying through the Oprah interview, through the archetype podcast, and through this commentary, all of those things that she has been trying to make the world believe that she was hurt by the world family, by her own family, and all of those tricks that she's trying to maneuver in order to make us believe that she is in the right and we are in the wrong, and the royal family is in the wrong, and the Markle family is in the wrong, and everyone is in the wrong, but she's in the right. So this is what she needs to let go of. And will she let go of this? I'm not sure, but this is what she needs to let go of. Okay, so what does she need to do about it? What does she need to do about it? And we have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is the woman that she wants us to believe she is. So this is who she needs to be. This is the idealistic queen. This is the queen who has social responsibility. This is the queen who will sacrifice things for the world. This is the queen who will do things for climate change, for helping others. This is a queen who will do things, who will really self-sacrifice herself. This is the queen who will do all of the things that Meghan wants us to believe that she is. She's not the queen of air, she's not the queen of swords, but she wants us to believe that she's the queen of swords. So the tarot is telling her, if you want to succeed, if you want to become, to us to believe that you are a changed person, if you want to change this energy that we started with, you need to become the Queen of Swords. You need to really become the Queen of Swords, to really be that idealistic woman, to really not only preach for climate change, but stop using the private planes, stop using gasoline consuming SUVs, stop using so much water to run your Montecito mansion, and so much electricity, and start being a person that is really charitable. Don't spute us with articles about 30 packages that you're giving to refugees. Start giving, really giving, not giving a cart of vegetables or a few sandwiches. Really giving, and not having this roundabout ways of getting others to give in your name, like the Starbucks vouchers, or I don't remember what they did with Procter and Gamble, but there was another thing that Procter and Gamble gave in their name. So start really being that charitable person that you want us to believe that you are. Okay, so what is the outcome if she really does start doing things in the right way? And we get the Queen of Water. And the Queen of Water, that is the woman that is becoming more of an adventurer. So this is a woman that can face changes. This is a woman that can really go out on adventures. This is a woman who can really break conventions. And I'm speaking about the positive aspects of the Queen of Waters, because this is the result if she does take the advice of starting afresh and starting to be the person that she professes to be. So then she will be able to be more stable. She will be able to face changes, even though those changes are probably sometimes not things that she wants, but she will be able to express more emotions. She will be able to break conventions. She will be able to be more of a woman who shows emotions and starts things that are sometimes breaking. Sometimes things that seems like adventures and become more of something that we see and we say, wow, this is amazing. What will happen if she doesn't listen to the advice? And what we're getting here is judgment. Okay, so Judgment Day is coming. And once again, we need to look at the negative aspects of this card. But Judgment card is about change, and change can be in the good way, and change can be in a bad way. But it doesn't really matter because it is a difficult and painful process if it's for the good or if it's for the bad. When it is for the good, when it is for the good, it shows that a person can can be going through an awakening, and good things can start happening for him, and he can really start experiencing a very good change in his life, and things will start happening in a way like miracles, and really good things, good changes. Truth will be revealed in a good way. When it is in the negative, we see difficulties to persist. We see that she will be feeling empty. She won't be satisfied. She will be afraid of change. She will feel impatient. She will let others lead her. She will stay passive. She will expect things to happen by themselves. And once again, she will keep on failing. So that's the tarot. And I hope this is a little bit more explanatory as to why and how she acts. Okay, so this is the tarot, and the oracle card is the Sizzle of the Witch, the YULE oracle. So and this is for us actually, on how to deal with Meghan's shenanigans, let's say that way, or how to deal with her never-ending, changing views on her own deeds, her own projects, on how she never takes the blame or never takes responsibilities for the things that she herself does. So this is advice for us. So I'm clearing the deck. Okay, so how can we deal with what Meghan does about her Netflix documentary, about the fact that she is shining away from it? She's trying to claim that she's not responsible for it. She's trying to distance herself from the documentary, and on the other hand, she's trying to win prizes for it. How can we, as a community, deal with everything that she is doing? Okay, so the card that I'm getting here is Squirrel Medicine. Peter Patter, plan ahead, keep silent your path desire. No eyes or ears shall see you coming, a well-deserved reveal. Okay, looks like I need to look at the whole message, so I'm going to look at the book. Okay, so Squirrel Medicine is about planning, it's about secrets, and it's about trust. And the explanation is that squirrels are always preparing for a hard winter season. They are continuously gathering nuts, seeds, and berries, and they store them in all sorts of hollow trees or small crevices. And they sometimes even forget where they don't find their own treasures, but they don't care because they are always over prepared. They're always more prepared than necessary, and whatever seeds that they don't find, they are growing afterwards into plants, so they contribute to the cycle of life. So the squirrel medicine guides us to get prepared to welcome our intentions into life. So the universe will do most of the heavy lifting, but we need to do our part as well by being ready to receive opportunities when they come knocking. That means that we need to be ready to manifest whenever the opportunity comes, and to be prepared uh, whenever the to meet divine opportunity. And it's better to be over prepared than missing out because we didn't prepare at all. So that is a very mysterious message, but I think that, and especially because I saw yesterday Lady C's video, and she was very, very cunning, and she spoke about the one whose name shall not be mentioned. In if you know Harry Potter, then you know what I'm talking about. But that's how she refers to him, and she said something about they don't know what is going to happen next year, but I know. Yes, I know. So something is going to happen, and we need to be prepared for that. And this is what this message, I think, is all about. This is a very big hint from the universe to us to be prepared, because something is going to happen, and it is connected to secrets. It is connected to all of this energy that the squirrel medicine is all about. This is my feeling. Okay, so this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, share my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.